can't even complain about the cold. This is like pretty cool weather. I can't complain at all, but you know, usually I like to start the day after I've gotten a lot of work done and everything. But this morning when I got up and I was heading to go get a lot of work done, I just felt like that was the perfect time to kind of start the vlog, because I mean, it's not every day that it snows like this, and actually it's the first time that I've seen it snow like this since I've been here north of France. So I guess let's start the vlog back where the vlog started. Can't feel my hands, but kind of one of my little travel hacks. I've talked about it before, but whenever you're traveling or if you're in your local city and you want a kind of place to get away, and if you're in any kind of position where people know who you are and you kind of want to get away for sure, if you know everyone in your city, and you kind of want to be at a place where you kind of don't know anyone and won't know anyone, go to like hotel restaurants or go to like the cafes that are in hotels, because first thing, it's usually always open, the people are usually nice, and you have a chance to meet a lot more people, which is something that I love. And then number two is, if you're from that city, you can guarantee that the people you meet in the hotel, besides from the workers, they won't live there, so you get a chance to meet more people, which is always good. And they're open even when it's snowing outside and everything else in the city is closed. But now, time to get some work done. We're gonna spin. Okay, so all finished up at that hotel getting some work done. Wasn't the most productive morning. Did kind of the best that I could with what I had, or I guess I should say what I didn't have, which was my headphones, which I kind of need to edit and do a lot of things. But it was really cool because I was able to spend the time, 2-3 hours, responding to a lot of you guys' comments, you guys' messages. I must say, I would just love to say a really big thank you to you guys. There's a lot of new people around here, and you know, it's still kind of shocking, you know, the amount of messages I get from you guys and comments and just engagement in general. And you know, for me, that's what it's all about. That's like my fuel. It's not necessarily the views or money or anything like that. It's hearing from you guys and talking with you guys. So I feel like I should owe, I just feel like I can never tell you guys enough how much it means to me and how much I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, just kind of feel like I should tell you. But now, I'm actually gonna look down the road. I don't feel like falling again or getting hit by cars, so people don't know. Okay, so I just kind of, well, of course I'm just, well actually, okay, so basically what happened is I got home about 15 minutes ago, and took my shoes off, took my jacket off, took my hat off, got comfortable on the couch, and started responding to a lot of you guys on Instagram, and I totally forgot to film what you're watching right now, the scene where I just came to the door. I totally forgot to film that. So I literally got up, put my jacket on, got back dressed, put my boot back on, and walked back through the door just to film this part. Just I had to tell someone about that, but little things that go into making the vlog. But okay, so okay, so back to what I was gonna say to you guys. You know, okay, now back to the reason what I was gonna say originally when I first came home, but I was so cold my brain just totally forgot, is if I had a thought of today, it would be, we need to like be rejected more. I've talked about this in some podcast episodes The episode I talked about it in isn't linked below, but what's linked below is the podcast, and you can find the episode. It was in the first 20, I believe. But you know, I think that we need to get rejected more. This is like one of my goals always. It's not a New Year's resolution. It's just kind of something that I'm reminding myself of a lot, is I need to be rejected more. Because by being rejected more means that you're trying more. You're trying more times. You're giving yourself a better chance every time. And that whole thing came to me because when I went to this hotel, you know, I was like, well, this is a hotel in a small city, Burke, which I live in, and they're gonna see that I don't stay there, so they might not let me, you know, I had all these things saying, just don't do it, just come back home. And, you know, finally I was like, you know, I've been turned away plenty of times. Let's just go try and get rejected again. So I just go in there, ask, hey, can I come here and sit, have a coffee? I'm not staying here, but I would like a coffee. And they were like, yeah. And you know, there's been times when people are like, no, you have to be staying here to do that. But it's that fear of like, it doesn't matter if they reject me or not, that like enabled me to do that, you know, because you break down those excuses. Like if you see someone you want to talk to, your brain comes up with all these excuses. It's like, don't go up to them, don't approach them, don't go to that group of people because they don't know you. And you know, I've realized recently that if you can get over that little thing of being rejected, then, you know, you will go so much more further away. You know, I guess I should save this part for the podcast, but what I'm saying in the podcast is basically most of the fear that we all have comes from rejection, if you think about it. Like the fear we have to do things, we don't want to be rejected. We want to get good grades in school because then we'll make our family happy and they won't reject us. Like we want to have a lot of likes on Instagram, a lot of views, because that means we're accepted by people and they liked it, so we won't be rejected. And you realize a lot of times that it's all the things usually come down to being rejected. So when you can get that out of your mind, you know, like it doesn't matter if I'm being rejected or not, like you can go so much more further, you can go so much further, you know, because it really comes down to how our ancestors were. Because if you were, you know, I could go on and on about this, but the last 15 seconds of this is, it all goes back to how we were wired before. Because if we were rejected from our tribe or our community, like 20,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago, then you most likely would die, and you would most likely die really fast because you wouldn't know how to hunt, you wouldn't know how to, you couldn't do everything by yourself. You had to be part of a tribe. But that's not the world we live in anymore. If you're rejected, you're kicked out, you're not gonna die in 2 days of just being killed by a lion. I mean, in 99% of the world, 99.9% of the world, that won't happen. But I mean, there's always exceptions. But just saying, if you can get rid of that little thing of rejection and having that in your mind, you'll try more things and you'll succeed at more things. And if you fail at more things, it's good. And one thing I said in that podcast episode is I want to fail at more things than most people ever try. And by doing that, you're automatically moving yourself up another level. But kind of just want to share that with you guys. Yeah, but that's kind of like the thought of the day. Now I'm going to go back and lay on the couch, get some rest for a little bit, rest the legs, get my headphones, and then get back to work. So I have no idea what's next. I gotta think of a cool transition to do. Oh, let's try this one. Just finished eating, got a lot of work done, was at my favorite coffee place right here, Hello Coffee. A little bit sad. I hate saying goodbye. Like today was a little bit difficult goodbye. Hold on, let me get a little sugar in my body and I'll explain. Okay, so I know it's like, it's not the end of the world, like everything is okay. You know, I'm just not a big fan of goodbyes, you know, and, you know, the lady who works there, or I don't know if I should call her lady, girl, woman, I don't know the correct term, but basically the lady who works there, like I eat at that place like almost every day, every other day at the least. And this person worked there every time. It's always the same girl. She's always there. Like it's only her all the time, every single time I've been there for the last 6 months. And then she told me yesterday when I was leaving, she was like, this might be the last time we see each other. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, she's moving and leaving. And I was like, what? And she's leaving this weekend. And so I made it like, I made it like into my schedule today to make sure I went there to go eat. And so it was like the last time I saw them. And of course we're not like best friends or anything, and I haven't even like seen them and talked to them really outside of the coffee shop area, but seeing them every day there was kind of like that person I saw every single day that worked somewhere that I was actually going. And yeah, I guess it just kind of, goodbyes just, I will miss you, Elodie. I will miss you. Si tu regardes ça, tu me manquais déjà. Okay, so it's about maybe, I don't know, about an hour later. Got a good podcast episode recorded. If you guys want to know, they're always linked below. I guess the good news is that the sun is starting to set later. But I guess the bad news is that the sun is setting kind of behind the clouds. So I guess not seeing today. Yeah, it's something I always look forward to before training. But oh well, now time for training. Shouldn't be too bad today. Whew. And training is finished. Okay, so it is like 4-5 hours later, super late at night. Thank goodness to Alexa. If you guys know the little like Alexa Dot, like Google Home Play, the little home computer that you can talk to back and forth. Like she reminded me I had to move my car because it's a leak. I can't park there. I can't be parked in my spot tomorrow morning. So I'm like getting dressed and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I should have put this in the vlog, going for a walk. And I just remembered like, wait a minute, I didn't even end the vlog. Like sometimes my brain just gets, you know, it's been really cool the last couple of days. I've been doing something a little different on Instagram. If you guys are following Instagram, you already know. And actually, thank you for your support on there. But it's pretty cool responding back to you guys with this new thing I'm doing and getting to hear from people all over the world. So I just want to say thank you guys for that. If you guys aren't hip to it, feel free to check out Instagram. And it's pretty cool. I've been literally almost an hour responding back and forth to you guys. So really cool for that. Big game tomorrow. Not sure if I'm filming, not sure what's going on. It just kind of depends on game days. You know, people always ask like, how do I know when to film? On game days, it's really how I feel, you know. I'll try to do my best though to share some things with you. I'll try to do my best though to share what I can, but I'm really excited for the game. Really big challenge for me, challenge for my team. I love these kind of things, you know. But as far as today is concerned, today is over for me. I want to wish you guys all a beautiful day. You guys who are leaving questions and comments, you guys who I've just posted that video about 2 hours ago about motivation when you guys need creativity, and you guys who have responded back to me, like thank you so much. I can't remember, I saw Daniel, I saw John, I saw a bunch of other people on there. Thank you guys so much. It really means a lot getting you guys engagement, so please keep it up. I gotta go move my car before it gets freezing cold outside. I want to bid you guys good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Stay warm, and I'll talk to you guys later. And everyone always remember to work hard, be brave, and don't forget to smile. Ciao. I was just getting the thumbnail photo for today's vlog. Okay, see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.